wasn't necessarily the most obvious pick for sAw, right? This is one that is, don't get me wrong, a good map for them, but it's also a good map for their opponent. It's like one of these situations where it wasn't... I recognized it as a chance of coming up in this series, right? But I found it surprising that this was like the pick that was leaned into. I think the way that the picks and bans went were very, very intriguing in this one.
I mean, sAw was screwed because their best map is
no,
their opponent's
100%, right?
Nothing
so that
worse.
was always going to hurt.
Yeah.
That was always going to hurt. But now we get ready to head into Ancient. Outsiders. With that CT side start. But yeah, I was kind of convinced we might have seen Vertigo out of the sAw squad. So maybe this is them trying to go for like a bit of a punish pick, one that maybe Outsiders weren't as prepped for, and one that sAw have done all the research for, knowing it was going to be left in the pool into the picks. Yukindar opens up this round with his USP. However, Justin Roman do get a kill apiece, and suddenly sAw are out in this A bomb site. Now, there's still players over here at B lane that are going to look to come back through mid later. And this is a ballsy plant out of sAw. It's really interesting that that's where they chose to plant. That feels super risky. And with the guys coming in through middle, I thought it would have been a donut post plant with emphasis on the two guys like late coming donut.
They hadn't cleared donut yet. That was the point, right? And maybe they're thinking about lurking through B because they actually started 3B on this T side. But Outsiders peeled out because they saw the bomb coming through a main. And yeah, just a pistol all over the place where they're hitting both bomb sites at the same time and they come out on top of both. Arky will die in top mid, but this is not winnable for Flit, and he's looking to save his smoke and flash. If a smoke kit, maybe you jump on it, but sAw win a pistol. As we've learned from this series, that means nothing, really. Leads mean nothing, and sAw have to fight for every single second and cannot let their guard down. But it's the beginning. It's the start of something here for sAw in their map pick in the series after putting up, again, like, it's easy to remember that last game as, oh, they bottled it, 12-6, they had a great lead. Like, sAw still took, as the underdogs, took Outsiders to 30 rounds. Yes, many teams do, but still deserves a lot of credit. Outsiders go for their classic round 2 buy. They drop Yukindar this FAMAS, and they buy up pistol armor. I even like that right-click smoke for Flit. Even if he's not using it, it scares sAw that either the red smoke has missed or someone's pushing in through the second one and trying to play the one-way. It's very scary to come out mid with a one-way at the stairs. Lots of angles, CTs can take over it. Yeah, sAw, they just need to do what they did last time, but actually, close it. Easier said than done. Yukindar pushing around this smoke. Arky's holding for it. Yukindar seeing something. He backs out. He's still got a player with him. If he wants to tuck in this corner, let the pistol take that contact. Yukindar's hungry for more. Arky almost got caught turning around, but instead he's still facing Yukindar like a Beyblade, spinning around, and still gets 2 kills. Nice turn as Stellado comes through the smoke, and James has been given the FAMAS as Yukindar is low. There's a red player. Maturius did creep his way in. But there's a couple of CTs here looking for that info. Yukindar somehow lives that jump, and now he's just baiting for Flit.
Man, there's so many people here to deal with the red split component that I think you're going to be counting your lucky stars that Maturius just elects to leave that, doesn't commit to it. Outsiders fully lent towards B and red. And they're going to get that bread. Everyone in the right place at the right time. James, Molly forward into the cave players. Ooh. And Maturius will find himself another, a 3-on-3. They learn about Kicker. All these other rotations starting to arrive, starting to get into position. The nade, not again. They rain in, and combined with Kicker's 5-7, they've churned up the first man. 2 versus 2, it's not plain sailing. Lots of damage out of Yukindar, but he's still going to fall short. Flit, 1v1 versus Maturius, and a wrap back round to ramp. No kit on Flit. Taps it, hopes he gets given a peek. If he doesn't, if Maturius calls his bluff and plays the time, he should have this one in the bag. Flit running out of time, turns around. It's going to be close. Oh, it's real close, but I think he's got it. I think that swing out of Maturius might have just, with seconds to spare, given this one away. And there it is. Outsiders, milliseconds the difference between that being a sAw round, a recovery in the 3-on-5. or Outsiders stealing it away with the force.
That's a shame. It looked like I was believing Maturius there. I thought he was going to call the bluff. I feel like that's your best play, right? You hide, you just don't face on that first tap at all, and you just go, you know, if I face, I'm 10 health. I'm probably going to die unless Flit's looking at Cave. But you see Flit had, you know, he had full info. Plant is not for Cave. He held it for ages. At that point, the timing is so good for him to check ramp. So, yeah, I would have loved Maturius to call that first tap and, you know, maybe face on the second, but it's the risk. You know, it's easy to backseat it from here, but when you're in that position, it doesn't feel comfortable not trying to win the round, not trying to rely on your individual ability. But Outsiders, they steal a force by a sick round out of Yakindar. Double kill. The nade as well, combo with Kicker, who, you know, he's top-rated player of this team right now, this event. He performed on Dust. He really did. As did Yakindar. And now we have Yakindar dropping this orb for James, so he's got it really early in this matchup. Nice molly wall. Yakindar's going to fight through it. Oh, MP9, he's flashed out, though. Charge down. Buster's going to re-aggro, but he's calling for a lot of rotations. Kicker needs to care this red corner. Again, Maturius in the corner, and he walks right into Kicker. 3 stack at B. It's not going to be easy. Oh.
Yeah, they're hoping they can break their way in, right, with the long and short smokes down. Oh, Buster. Almost awkward on the timing. Able to smoke him off in Cave and nullify this side of the hit. He just needs to turn and deal with the sight map tag through the smoke, but still winning. Buster drops that bomb in Cave and now gets the hell out of there. James posted. Stadado has found one. Buster going back for a fight that he didn't really want to be a part of, and there's a path to A open, but he's going back down the ramp. Now that he's seen a Doors player, yes, the Dodo's like, okay, I've been given a gap here. I've been given some room. And he's going to try and show Outsiders this is the last thing they should have done. They've given him a path to get this bomb down at a bare minimum, now splitting him through Donut and CT. He's got to pick one of these angles, one of these fights, and he's not able to win it in Donut. Just falling short of the clutch. The extra plant money is appreciated, but it will be an Outsiders round at the end of the day.
James robs the defuse, literally doesn't do anything that round, but it's his. Of course, Kickett's going back for an AK on the B-bomb site as well, so James can stall it for him. It all works out. Everyone's happy. And Outsiders take a 2-1 lead early in the game. Even more scary when they're leading, right? At least last map, they were on their back foot the entire way until the end of their CT side, where they went on a huge streak, a couple of them. A 4 in a row and a 6 in a row. Port's coming in early for sAw. Better, well, not even late. Better sooner rather than later. The money's a bit broken as well. Might have to half this one. The temptation is always there because you kill 3 and you know that the money isn't established for Outsiders yet, but they can do more with less. You can still on that MP9 for the Cave push. He's already, you know, as much as Harry, he was setting a precedent of aggressing lower on Dust 2 last map, he's already setting this precedent, like, you cannot take your eyes off of Cave. You cannot relax towards Jag. I will face, I will fight, I'll go through smokes, and especially when Outsiders have this really nice molly wall, like Banana on Inferno, just throwing 2-3 Molotovs, meaning that sAw either needs to run through, take a lot of damage, or smoke it, or just completely give it up in the early round, and that just gives Yakindar too much space. So right now, it's a good precedent set. There's a 3 mid start instead of the 3B start this time, leaving Buster alone to throw that util from Cave. He'll give it up. Actually gets smoked by sAw from spawn. Buster flash for a ramp peak. Risky to leave a solo B early against Eco, but sAw aren't playing a rush. They're working Deeg picks in middle, and there's not much going on here. Flit's tucked in. He doesn't need to peek. There's no molly available, and Kickett's spotting for him as well.
Oh, just a dry face over at this B side of the map.
Ooh.
Doesn't go their way. They do have him trapped in middle. Just going to walk up on him. Flit dead, kick out there to trade, and Yakindar, once again, you talked about the precedent he's set in Cave. Well, he just keeps setting it, doesn't he? Roman now in this clutch, and He knows that lane's been taken. Gonna go fight Donut. Looks for it.
Buster's running for the AWP. He was running before that round even, was getting fought for. Buster was, the second James died, Buster sprints off of B to go get the AWP, knowing that someone's going to kill this mid player soon. They never get it, Harry. They never get it. They have to buy their own. Ugh. It's so expensive, James says. I only buy this twice per map. I know what's on his Christmas list.
Yeah, man. He's used to the open bar treatment, but this was like a BYOB type situation. Buster flashed off the top of ramp. James now on the angle. Whoa! Missed shot. Tucks himself back in. Yakindar goes swinging, goes fighting, and will get dropped on his attempt to duel at ramp. Now, Buster's still inside of the site, playing around the pillar. And Nade could finish off Arky down here at the bottom of ramp as he throws the Dodo up into the boost. Gonna look for a pick with this AWP. Kicker in main wins his fight. However, Stododo will deliver with the AWP. And the wrap from Just is exactly that. Really should have just locked this round in for sAw as outsiders are left saving. So wonderful scenes. That was a much better time of things over towards B. Also, one of the first times we haven't really had Yakindar leaning cave, and you could really feel the gap that created, the pressure that was applying to the site hold. They put a lot of energy in trying to win the ramp fight, deal with the ramp component of that split. But ultimately, it was just running out of cave, right? Or just holding W, as his full name is. And he dealt with Buster, didn't he? Made it look easy.
I think there's a junior at the end, just running out of cave, holding W junior.
Yeah.
Or maybe the third. He fills up most of the birth certificate. But still, sAw. Yeah, they finally crack out a B site. That's nice. 3 players there as well for outsiders. No excuse. No easy mode there. No catching Buster alone. They did by the end, but that was a really nice round. Harry, look at this buy. Buster drops again. We have, everyone armed except Buster. No armor, just the deagle. But James got his AWP, so look on the bright side. He's going to jump over that mid-molly, get set up on Donut. Quick take towards Cave for Yakindar yet again. And that molly, ooh, it's always so tempting. Oh, I love this for outsiders. You can boost as well without having to do any of that crouching going on. Okay, they do this boost. This is even nicer from further away. And you barely see anything, but that's all James needs. Just a nibble at your back. He'll find Just. Teeth in the neck. And Yakindar's solo B right now. He's calling to James, watch out. The site is open. You got to be aware. But he's heard no util, no reason that sAw should have snuck into this bomb site. So James is going to spot on that cross and scope up on the boost, knowing this AWP is still in play. So much Yakindar's going for it. Yakindar's going for it. He's going to catch him. Nice shot. Stododo dead. The AWP's gone. So much your default is going to be leaning B on this T side, and outsiders, they hit all these timings. Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, it's going to heat up. Oh, it should
spam him.
stop the plant.
Yeah.
Oh, it will still come through, but only Mutir is left. Ooh. Lines up a double. Oh, my God. Mutir is with 3.
It's for him.
Get into the site. The bomb's planted for him. Ooh, Nade sails past, and it locks him out of a chance at winning that round. A 1v5 that he brings to a 1v2 in the blink of an eye. But it's all stripped away by a nade. Man, the util out of outsiders is always very, very clean, right? From the molly to kill the bomb planter. Don't get me wrong, this was beautiful out of Mutiras, but you forget about it so quick once this nade just sails in, pinpoint precision, nothing he could have done.
If HEs don't exist, sAw win this series. I'll say it. That's what it feels like, right? Just outsiders' util damage is sickeningly good. And yeah, not even just the damage there, but just shutting down someone who's on one, who's ready to isolate a 4th gunfight. Just really nice stuff from Mutiras, but not enough to win a round. It was a 1-on-5 anyway. The damage will go somewhere here. And they know that sAw know that they still have outsiders on the ropes, right? This is 4-2, but this is no money being built up. We're seeing Buster, dropping AWPs to play Deeg, no Kevlar. Like, we've just got a grand for a couple of players here on outsiders. So sAw, just keep rebuying, keep trying to break this money open. But Outsiders right now putting together some dynamic CT sides, starting triple B, starting triple mid. They throw their classic smoke towards the door from the T-spawn. Oh, there's smoke preemptively for the Molotov. It is good, though. Maturius is running him down. They hear the tags. Flitz swings through Donut and gets that kill. And already an early fight won.
That was 6 flashes over mid to get Mutiri's out. And he still dies. Like, he's still cut down as though they weren't getting, flashed every second that passed. The triple B set up. Oh, collateral for James. Woo! How? They try to pour into B. They try to rain flashes over middle. They try to get juicy with it. But in the end, it was just ice raining from above. James with the double up at ramp.
Stalactites, baby. They're the ones in the ceiling, right? Stalagmites on the bottom. It's one or the other, Harry.
Yeah. You got that right.
I think I got my geography
It's
right.
because tights. The way I always used to get told to
T for
remember
top?
it. No, tights go down, but like that was like the
no, I get how your brain works there, but now I'll remember that forever, Harry.
Yeah.
Buster, he even got mollied in Cubby, and then he held the smoke for like 5 seconds, and then he dropped it and doubles up. They're like hard clearing him. James off the angle, and Buster just mauls him. Now you can just had enough. Now he's bought an MP9 again, and he's pushed all the way in through B. Buster's baiting for him. He's begging them to swing. He's praying for a fight. Yukinda's dodging a flash that doesn't exist. There's no util here in this round. There's a triple fight on ramp for Outsiders. sAw are going to get turned into mincemeat, Harry. Mincemeat.
Here they go into the grinder, churned up, and just Roman left.
Roaming around.
Ooh, clean with the dig, but another man, and there's Flit to fill the void.
It's always the other man.
A fine grind is what's needed tonight, and that's what happens down towards the bottom of the B stairs. Outsiders 6-2.
Finest grinds make the darkest roasts, Harry. Outsiders caffeinated up to 6 now on this CT side. sAw a bit roasted themselves right now. Can't even really get this mid control. Not when Outsiders are doing this in the early round. Like heavy mid, that smoke does hit someone. And so Flit slowed down. He can't actually commit with what wanted to be a mid push. Yukinda goes for it. Nice for Just. He's up very fast on the ledge side. And look at the space he takes. He knows they were trying to aggro mid there with all that util. So he's caught James by surprise. Just is saving these T rounds with his cave entries right now. He's going to commit with it. Got to watch out for Buster. Kick gets pushed through A main for his kill. He's got rid of the lurker. Molly's again. Nade smokes. He got them all. They start landing. They start burning. Stadodo only just gets out after the plant. Arky's pushed up, but Buster's second AWP is bullying them.
Stadodo, very, very low. Going to fall back down towards ramp. Roman. The only man with health, the man who's going to have to do a hell of a lot with the swing. Dead right away. Stadodo left in the 1 versus 3. They might have gotten that bomb down, but now they need to defend it. Now Stadodo, with a bit of spam, with a bit of luck going his way, he needs to try and win the round. They will come pushing on him as he spams. And they're on the bomb. Nothing connects. Outsiders up onto 8.
This looks so easy right now, doesn't it? Just looks so easy. Every time they take B, we're getting these aggressive post plants. They don't feel comfortable holding on to a retake from cave and from ramp, and so they keep pushing long. They keep pushing short. Yeah, Maturius almost got that 1-on-5, remember? But right there, Buster takes James Orb, nails 2 of them to the wall on long. Easy pickings.
That's the thing, though, man. When you're up against, this James-led team, you really can't count your chickens before they hatch, right? You get manipulated in those sorts of moments. Your hens are tied. And now Mutiri's up onto the short side. It faces off against Yukinda. And a bit more spam going the way of the Outsiders. He will get overwhelmed eventually.
He went for it.
With one. Buster drops the bomb outside of the B ramp. And this is starting to fall apart. Buster's had such a resurgence as well, right? Think about Dust. Quiet start to the day, then starts to find his form. Well, now he's risen above that. Flit trying to win this cave fight. Doesn't even need to, right? With bomb being controlled, with Outsiders 4-on-2. This fight's just flexing on Just.
That's a trust right there from Just to believe the Molly's not going to spread. There's trust Just, and I do, but right now in a 4v2, is it well-founded? Roman walking around the smoke. Buster's here, but he's got a teammate by his side. Even if he dies. Oh, the close Molotov. Roman is going to tick. He's got to go. He's on a timer. Nice kill, but Flit trays immediately, and there's just no getting away with this round. Justice tucked. Do they know? Flit looks aware, and they're double set on his angle. That's so nice for outsiders. They are Ancient only DM, B site only. Just not stopping. Pushing down B, Yukinda's running through cave. He even went for it. He got really low after that first kill. Still hounding them down. sAw spending so much just trying to focus on getting rid of Yukinda. They never thought the Buster would come through in tandem. But it does take two to tango, and right now outsiders are dancing to the major. Oh yeah, the A site, that exists too.
Yeah, I mean, dude, you
Nice
can't really blame him for not wanting to head this way. It can feel so rough to get into.
Ooh.
Okay. With the opener, Flit running the donut smoke, and even though he's traded after the first, he's done his job. Still, is it going to be enough? Mutira's with one more added to the tally, a 2v2, and they're going to split up, go their separate ways. Goodbye, A-site. We're going to go back to something a little more comfortable. Out into mid. Just goes pushing into James. That's really fast. And even though Just is going to trade it, it's a 1v1 now. Buster, where does he want to go? How does he want to read this? How does he think Just is going to manipulate these rotations? Ducking back in the donut. Aptly called, as he might have found the hole, might have found the gap. Buster hears the plant and now starts to wrap back CT here quickly. They've seen each other. They both know. We said the Buster's been looking so good. He's had this resurgence, but not enough to get past Just the point man of sAw, the one guy who's been trying to put rounds on the board, doing what he can. Feels like one of the only people who can go toe-to-toe with Yukinda in cave and live to tell the tale. Well, he gets that clutch over the line and saves a round for sAw, one that they didn't have too much business winning. That was just pistols and armor in a last-ditch attempt A play.
I mean, Flit did so much as well with that triple spray down. I don't know how Kicker didn't get any kills. Like, not even a flame on him. Like, he looked dead on with that spray. Did nothing, no damage. Flit almost saves them, but just picks up this big clutch that sAw needed. I love that exec though. They have triple smokes, CT side on the box, one in Temple, one in Donut. You know, it means if outsiders want to fight for the bomb site, they've got to die in the open. There's no cover. They can't play the headshot angle on default. They can't, go anywhere. They just have to commit. And that's why Flit, goes through and gets 3, but still a conversion round on pistols. And maybe that can reinvigorate sAw just to get a couple of T-side rounds. It's rough, right? When you pick Ancient, you know you're starting T-side. No one's giving you that satisfaction. So it's par for the course to see a dominant CT half. But outsiders, how clean can they keep it? It's a B rush now, running right in. Buster gets the info, but only one kill. James, they are deep indeed. He's not always been ready for how far they've gotten in this B bomb site. Now he is. Kicker getting spammed through the smoke. Yukinda even picked by an AWP, and it's falling apart. James wants to save, but the molly might trap him in.
They will get out at least. They will save these guns. Still, this is convincing for sAw, right? That one round, that one little eco set up by Just winning it in the clutch has spurred them on to give us a little bit more on this T side. And honestly, if they were able to, even something like a 9-6, I think would be pretty good considering how one-sided this was looking. 8-4 right now, and a chance to make it even sweeter. Money is in a pretty dire spot for the outsiders. This can be your way back in.
Yeah, it didn't feel like sAw were going to crack this economy open, right? After all these crazy buys in the early half. Yukinda pinching pennies by an MP9 on gun rounds. Now he's playing Mag 7, Harry. He's gone full roof fire in the cave, but no better gun for it. Topman smoke for Flit. He's wanted to go through so many of these rounds, and he will continue to do that. Setting up, Yukinda, good shot. Molly forward, got to fight for it, and he will die. The flames don't help him. James picks Stododo. That's a big fight. Stododo's actually been pretty good. He's got 3 and 10, but he's had a lot of B picks in these 3 kills. They're all B picks with the AWP on the boost, really. So That's a huge kill for James to actually win the fight out for Outsiders. They're going to pull back out of A. But where is this bomb going? Because right now, Roman's walking up on a lurk as we speak. Maturi's throwing nades into B to let just work this cave yet again. And it has kind of conditioned Outsiders back to this B bomb site. Flip might climb up ledge. Even if he stays here, it's a difficult spot to clear for just coming back from B later. And, you know, really Flit should hear footsteps. Just, is he going to walk the whole way? Flit checks it. Timings are everything right now. Outsiders, they don't know, but this A site is corrupted as we speak. Just, he's selling a B fake. He's throwing utility. Flit might even activate to backstab at this point. He's got some warning. No one is at A. Outsiders don't know, but this is going to confirm with just going here. Even if he gets this kill, that's going to tell Outsiders what's up. Now they got to turn around. Now they got to consider that Roman can be deep.
Dude, Roman is in a good position to get one, but he needs more than that. Even then, as you say, Outsiders should be considering this. They haven't known about A for a long while. There's James dead. This is where, you know, if they trade this, that's huge for the Outsiders. It's going to leave them in this 3-on-1. They're wrapping through main,
10
and
seconds.
they've dropped the bomb. Roman, you've got to go quick. You've got to go fast. And it's the backstab from Flit to deal with them. That gets so awkward.
Dude, Flit is sick right now. 18-3. We've been hyping up Yukinder and Cave because, yeah, those are the flashy kills. Buster pushing down ramp. It's Flit who has consistently shut out every single player that has gone middle in this map. No one has been able to take this position away from him. And now, not only is he staying there for so long, allowing all that B util to come in, waiting for a lurk, he guarantees the info back for Outsiders and shuts out around on a flank. They want mid again, but I don't know if they're going to get it. Flit's here. James AWPing Donut. He's had to give it up. This Molotov thrown over from T-Spawn is a problem. Flit, he is a solution. Swung back into the cubby. Into the cutout. They want to molly it. Maturius doesn't commit. Buster fighting the AWP on ramp. This is scary. Stododo's getting flashed back in. Buster dodges it, but he's trapped by the Molotov. He still gets a dink off. Stododo low again, and Flit even escapes what was about to be a Molotov. It finally comes into cubby. Flit's already left. He's changed position, and he's causing more commotion.
Oh, that's a pivotal moment in this one, though. You deal with Flit in middle, and in that same moment,
They're up.
Stododo's won his fight. Now they're walking red into Kicker.
There's more.
He goes to leave after the first, and Mutiris sees that he hits this timing. He's going to recognize the huge gap that he's been given. Kicker was only off the angle for a second. He might be considering someone could hit this timing, but he's not expecting to. He's not expecting the bomb to have already made it past. James gets out, wanting to leave, wanting to save.
Surely not.
Looking to leave with the AWP. Stododo's up in red. Will James even discover him? No, he is out of there. He is going. He just exits from the round, decides he doesn't like the way it's looking at him, and he would rather go next.
The biggest problem in this game for James has been the timings that he's missed, right? Like, sometimes it's unlucky, and sometimes it's sort of his own doing. Like, his team will call, oh yeah, B is open, and then James will walk into an angle when Saw already have. We even saw it last round where, you know, Flit caught just coming back from B, and he said, oh, they must be an A, and James like walks through CT but never considers Roman in this position here where Maturis is and gets caught. Like, yeah, you can't hop on James too much, but Saw, what they're doing really well is their lurkers are finding a lot of space, and they're getting deeper than Outsiders think. Again, James misses that donut timing on the scope up, and so Kicker, he kills one and he leaves. He goes, yeah, I got rid of the red guy, but actually everyone was the red guy. Full Mario mode for Saw. They just bounce their way through CT spawn and convert around on A. This is a good T side, right? It may look like Outsiders have full control, and they do, but Saw, 5 rounds, you can be happy with it. 6, you can be laughing. All right, well, have we got a triple boost? Okay, all right, I haven't seen this one before. James going over the tippity top. Look at this. So much room. They keep setting up James on these angles. He's staring away to stop sliding.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this
Dude,
is
you're not even gonna know. Like Stododo, if he dies here. Oh, if he dies here. Little jump across.
He doesn't want
to.
to. Oh, he hit it!
It's a tag, and Stododo, he's like, what just happened? Where
Look at
was
his
that?
face. He's like, what? Really? What gimpy little boost have they done now?
Because he thinks they're like on the long angle where you can get like a deeper angle down. And, you know, they were on the long angle, just triple boosted over in a way that You certainly weren't ready for.
Flit, don't you dare. 19 and 4, they're going to flash him.
It's a good flash. Here is checks for him. Flit is so blind. Kindar here to trade that out at least. Now gets the upgrade as well. Smoke down at the top of the B ramp. That's clean for Roman. And a missed shot for James. They're getting closer. They're moving in. Oh my goodness. Having to fall back. James can't afford to miss anymore. He needs to start landing shots. Rerouting onto the long side. Looking for a way back in. Oh, finishes the job onto Stododo. And now needs to step up in the clutch. He was high flying to open this round. Throwing up on boosts. Given chances. Now he's got to take them away. Over on the long side, fears that he's getting wrapped through CT, and he's close to the mark, right? Arky is here. Now with the backstab, James. Oh, head taken off. Turnaround for Arky. That's more like it.
Yeah, so they come back alive in this game, right? It was looking pretty dead at one point when, you know, outsiders are running down ramp and Yakinda's doing what he does in cave. Flit's keeping them out of middle. Finally, we start to see solutions for sAw. Outsiders have been saving that boost. Definitely not seen that one before. It all seems so obvious when you watch someone do it, but that is very cheeky indeed. Unfortunately, only a tag in Stododo. He is finished off later by Jame, but it's not a 1v2. And it is sAw sitting okay. 6T rounds. Pretty good. Pistol would be nice, though. Outsiders. Now they've got to lead by example. Keep up in the front. This is a map to win, to go through to the major, and to eliminate sAw from contention. The final spot in Group A. Group B starting tomorrow, of course. More teams, more fan favorites coming through here in Bucharest. Jame handcuffs out to catch a couple of these CTs, pushing through A main, but just is going to hit the headshot. There's so many more where that came from. Oh, can he trade? Flick can't. This is a nice aggressive pistol, and it's forced Outsider's hand into B.
Yeah, they can ease back into this comfort of knowing like they can have a bit of a 3-on-2 inside of the B site. And well, with that fight going the way of Kicker over on lane, they've still got contingencies. They've still got the ability to play around this bomb by holding on to lane. Opens up rotations between cave and ramp as well. Spotting a man here is quite nice. You know that as a result, right, the actual site take from CT is just that much weaker. Still, you need to hold on. And the other two are not able to do that. It's all on Kicker now. Ooh, they've tapped the bomb, but they weren't sticking it. Gives Kicker an extra second, but with the kit in play for sAw, there's nothing he can do here. The stick finds success, and sAw grabbed the pistol to open up this CT half.
Yeah, nice and aggressive, right? That was kind of punished on Dust too when we saw sAw running at outsiders, you know, going on these like lower crunches and pushing mid. They were definitely getting caught in trouble by this default. Obviously, those are gun rounds. Pistol's very different, but a nice way to force Outsider's hand into that B execute. They wanted to get weird with it first and fake out A with those two players, but sAw will stop it. And now we have Deagles out for the Outsiders. sAw 3 MP9s, 2 A1Ss. It's a one-man A-fake Flit. I mean, they trust in his Deagle right now. He's been nailing fools. Can he get an opener? That would cause a problem here for sAw. It might pull them out of this B side. They're not really even playing it. It's only just in the cave, as you would imagine after that first half. Arky's very passive. He can't even really stop a play with an MP9 from here. Kindar getting churned up. Just will continue pushing. He knows he's low. Flit's left A to pick middle, and no one's giving him a chance.
This could get kind of weird, right? You already drew attention to how Arky's like tucked back in over at long, not really able to help if they did just flood up the ramp. This is why it's a nice detail that this second MP9 of Stododo just Arky just moves into the site to take this space with Stododo backing him up. I do like that suddenly they recognize the big gap over towards B and the idea that Justin Cave could have gotten isolated all alone.
Ooh.
They've padded the site out a little bit. Yeah, kind of wild that that's how they find an opener. And now they look to move in on the back of it. But this is the MP9's domain.
One more.
Oh, my God. Hang on. Just getting wrapped. They're moving in. They've dealt with the B site player at least. So Jame and Kicker need to brute force past him. And they can't quite do it. The A1S is there to help out. lend a helping hand. And so sAw do regain control. I was starting to get like a little paranoid for a moment. But I think got to give some credit to sAw there. Every single time there kind of was a gap, there was a problem. They were very quick to address it. They were very quick to stop that spiraling out of control.
Yeah, good rotates, like you said. Not just the early rotate. That's a great shot for Bust. He gets 2 here, doesn't he? Oh, that was the second. Filth. And he tries to hunt down Justin Cave, but those CT rotates come out and they stop him from getting control. So, yeah, good patience in Cave. They don't panic. Those 50-50 corners are so hard to clear. Materius had a gap in that smoke. He just tagged Flit. Flit the mid-man. He was all over at CT side. He's going to look to do the same again. Smoking Cave, but it's not one that will let you kind of cross to ledge. It's one that now Flit needs to be aware of. He's been told. Just won't be rushing this one, just spamming with a deagle. Good for wall bangs. Could definitely get pretty tasty kills through this woodwork. He's going to use that smoke to cross for the mid control, and Flit can play with him. Again, this 1-2 punch of Yukinda and Flit on T side is something to look out for. They really want to get rid of Just.
Seconds. They've lobbed a red smoke in middle, and this util over towards B. But there isn't a lot of time left anymore. You've still got players dedicated to mid and A. You've gone and you've tried to take an opener in through Cave. That didn't go your way. By the time this Molotov fades, is going to be about 20 seconds after. Are they just going to... They're going to go through mid to A. That is bonkers. And if this bomb gets dropped going middle, the round will be over. The round will be lost. Mutiris, it's in the palm of his hands, but he can't quite drop the bomb. Still staying alive on default. James needs these kills. There just shouldn't be time for this. It's so close. A nade could end it. And there's the plant denied. Yeah, Outsiders, they leave that one down to the wire. But it's one of these rare circumstances where it doesn't go swimmingly, it doesn't go according to plan, and so you see, you see the other side of it. You see how ugly it can look when those openers don't materialize, when things don't go right.
Yeah, Roman does a great job of just hiding behind default and not giving that headshot fight over to the AKs, and then even just tries to crouch for James, forces his final bullets out, makes James stick a plant, and yeah, too many CTs there for James to get away with that one. Not today, say sAw, and they see sAw back into an even odds fight. 9-9 with Outsiders on eco. Flit has crept mid. There's no one here. They've started heavy on A because we had XX smokes come over this site. That's given a lot of room away. Or James is gambling with this gap. It's going to favor Just, you'd think. Flit won't commit. He knows they've taken this one up eventually, but he does have red room. Semblance of it. And so now Outsiders have to decide, okay, we've got one smoke. What do we want to do with this position? Flit is the point man. Yet to see a round one on this T side, though, and this shouldn't be the first. B is the weakness, and Outsiders have established that, but this push through Donut is not great timing because Flit's still in red. And I don't think they'll be clearing him. This bomb could be locked out. Yukinda's dropping off. If they push mid right now, they kill Yukinda, they get the bomb. What is this play? They're leaving B. Stodono's going to check it. Yukinda doesn't want to lose a package. They've seen it. They run away. They don't want to fight this one either. 30 seconds. They know they're still being held in the default. Flit activates. He gets his kill, but they surely won't let him get the gun. Chasing him down. Bomb's still stuck in middle, and these rifles at range are picking Outsiders apart.
They're going to try and run with the bomb into a B play. They're going to try and join up with James. If he can carve a path, if he can get them in, maybe there's hope. But as he goes short with a man at long, Yukinda running the risk of going down. Safe plant. Oh, just comes in his dying breath. Yukinda's plugged the numbers in, but that's the end of the line.
Oh, I thought Yukinda was going to plant for Jamie. He had all that space up on the short side. Instead, he's not super open to long. That player has to swing out. But even if Yukinda gets that plant, James, he's not in a position to play the bomb. He can't do anything. I would have really liked to see a short plant there from Yukinda just to give James a chance to win that clutch. Not to say that that was a good position for Outsiders, right? It looked like a B play, but they were faking it out. They wanted to go back late middle. And that double donut push, while it looks really awkward as they run away, they at least get the info. And that reminds sAw at 30 seconds, like, no, this is not a commit. Outsiders aren't taking B. And they're able to just hold off and fire off those A1Ss from donut. All right, problems are rising for Outsiders, but here's a gun round. So maybe a reality check for sAw. Wraith bangs through the wall. Woodwork ruined.
See, there's definitely some tendencies you could exploit if you're Outsiders. Like, even thinking back to the game versus, it was either Unique or Quasar. I don't remember which one sAw played, but I think it was the Unique game. Muterius would always kind of take a very, very similar pathing into Donut, especially if Red gets smoked. He would just underhand a smoke in front of Donut and then drop in there. But that was something that was getting exploited against him. I'll come back to this point because we got a little B pop. They try to keep it simple, and it's anything but just with a mow down.
Wow.
And that is crisp and clean for sAw. 5 alive, a flawless round. What I was going to say is, this kind of links back into like the idea of sAw even picking this map. Was this something that Outsiders were 100% ready for? How much did they prep for Ancient in this one? Because it feels like some of the things that other teams have tried to exploit against sAw, we're not really seeing in the same vein for Outsiders. And occasionally some of these rounds feel a little slow, a little directionless, like they're still trying to feel out how this CT side is approaching situations. Oh, mid-smoke goes in a little shallow, and look, man, Muterius playing over the top of it. See, so often, if this red smoke lands, he goes through, underhands the smoke, leans into Donut, and we've seen teams try to exploit that tendency, try to quick pop flash out mid and spam him through the Donut smoke. But he's been given a decent degree of freedom here in middle. Right, the A-hold hasn't really had to answer the call all too often, and whenever it has, it's very, very late in the round with, 1 or 2 kills making all the difference. Rotations have looked really clean out of sAw, and that's in spite of them not really having as much early info as Outsiders did.
Yeah, this AWP rotate is so big just to have it in the right place. Will it get smoked off, though? You presume there's some util available here. Flint's got the only smoke outside of A main. Yakinda's too far to do anything with his right now towards this A bomb site. Maybe he's got some lineups from ledge side, but he's got a cross past Just, who's been such a problem piece, right? On T-side's Just, he was the only guy getting any entries, any space towards Cave. It didn't feel like it was worth it. Well, now it is. He's warmed up. He's keeping it up, and sAw in the lead. They are so ready for this A play. They're not even looking at B other than Arky. Stododo, easy shot, dry peek. There's a flash over the top. He takes off the angle. Roman wins a fight, getting rid of that mid component, and Stododo's going back for more. They're boosted up. He's got a flick. He will miss it, but it's not a problem. There's no kills for Outsiders in this round. There's so much space for sAw. They even smoke so they can walk through, but Roman has wreaked havoc on this A site with 3 kills. And while it's just a B winning multi-kill rounds, it's Roman at A. Stododo's just floating between the two. And as much problems as sAw were having in middle in the first half, because Flit was just destroying from red, donut, cutout, push, close mid, ledge. He was everywhere. Muterius is just keeping it clean. Outsiders haven't even taken middle, really, in this T side, just to force sAw out. Now they're going to B-rush. It's their only option.
Yeah, it didn't work so well last time. Will it be a different story?
Oh!
No, it's much the same. Just a different protagonist this time around. Arky with the mow down. Kicker and James, not long for this world. James in T-spawn. Just going to try and do some damage, perhaps.
To my brain, maybe.
But this is
don't
dirty
worry,
for
guys.
sAw. This is dirty.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, sAw. Rising to the occasion. Would have been easy to be mentally collapsed by that first map, the way that they lost a 12-6 lead to the Outsiders. CT come back on Dust 2, and they were even down in this second half as well, coming in 9-6 to the favor of Outsiders, a pistol round, an aggressive one at that. And actually, I'd say this is fairly tapered CT side. They haven't done much pushing, they haven't done many mid-takes per se. Oh, the run boost! Up they go, over to ledge. Stododo going to put this all to use.
Kind of sad because it's a really slick move, but Outsiders are playing it so respectfully, so slowly outside of B that the run boost doesn't even get a chance to open.
Hello.
They are still surprised at just how quick this double setup was in position. And Stododo fighting for middle, helping out, busted naded, and it's clean. It's another flawless round. I want to say that's like their fourth now.
Feels like it.
Like, this isn't just winning rounds. This is dominating rounds. It's not even close. It's not even a contest.
Third flawless round in a row.
Like, that's insanity. Yet to drop a round since moving on to this CT side. Outsiders haven't made a dent.
Sorry, fourth flawless round in a row. You're right.
So.
Yeah. Oh my god, this has been sick. James trying to fight middle, just dueling with Maturis. That they will do it. 13 health. James given a second chance. Can he get out in time? That spam. One bullet of which would do it. And he almost hits James out of the round. Yakinda's in the middle of the B site. Okay. Don't tell me how I won't believe you. It doesn't make sense. They're Molly. They know, though. They check it. Yakinda flicks. And Flip found Roman at the same time top mid. There's a hope. There's a chance. Yakinda wondering, where is Just? Where is the caveman? Would he be cave? He could catch the bomb if he gets aggressive. Meanwhile, James holds for exactly that play on the A site. They hold off. They leave Yakinda tunneled in the middle of B. James wins an A battle. Kicker's come in with the bomb. Just missed that timing, as his name would suggest, and Flip does die to that late mid repeat. But they think it's A right now. They have been, completely duped by this lurk of James, who has had enough. And meanwhile, the B plant is in. That's going to force a save out of sAw if they're allowed. At the same time, 12k, Harry. Maybe they just go for it. Maybe they just throw themselves at B and see what sticks.
Yeah, I mean, may as well. You ain't running out of money anytime soon. Peek at Ram. Oh, Stododo will hold on to it. Now, you're going to have like a mental clock. You're going to have a mental timing as to how fast this lane player can get here. And right now, Just has kind of like beaten the odds on that timer. In fact, he's done it quietly.
No way! No way!
Oh my god, it's going to be close. They flashed it. They don't believe he's got it. It's so down to the wire. And he's just a millisecond off.
Nice try.
It's a good try, right?
Nice try.
A damn good try. Trying to do that against outsiders as well.
Yeah, they're the Time Lords, though, Harry. They didn't even go for it. They didn't even try and run B. Yakinda's like, nah, boys, you're fine.
James got like the Michael Cera, like self timing going on.
Yeah.
The ability to just nail it down to a T.
I'm trying to think what that is. That what's that film? No, don't worry. I know what you're referencing.
I just know he does it in Arrested Development.
That's it.
Right.
Yes.
So look, Nade's out into mid. Flit. Running amok. Up onto lane. Bit of spam for Yakinda, but Just is going to win that. An early 5-on-4. Flip moving in, hoping to trade this.
Oh,
Ooh,
the nade.
The nade's going to be big. It's tickled Just.
The molly.
Oh,
the molly.
He's still got faith.
He's pushing the smoke. It's his only option. And he's won it! Just is disgusting right now. How does he not only live through that util, but he even gets a second kill? Oh, forgot the AWP. We'll grab it, but it's a 4-on-3. These rounds are cooked. Outsiders only just got a T round on the board, and that was really just Yakinda, right? Running into B, getting all that space. sAw didn't know. Well, Yakinda's dead now. And with Flit gone as well, the top performer for Outsiders left in silence. 3-on-4 into the B-bomb site. And with this AWP tucked in on long, Arky's playing in cubby. Good re-smoke at 40. Outsiders paranoid about the flank, but they don't need to be. It's in front of them where the threats arise. Double long is nice. They have a smoke.
A save is like kind of justifiable if you don't get anything here.
Oh, he changed to a long smoke last second. It was going to be short. Right, cool.
Smoke goes in, trying to move up behind it.
Hello.
Trying to make something of this 3-on-4. Up they come. Buster crossing. Kicker taps the bomb, tries to get it planted. The spam from Arky, one bullet connects, that's it. Buster's gone deep on the short side, pushed up, and looking for this fight. Dodo's got nades out,
Don't you dare.
and so he's pushed down. They didn't know that Buster was so deep. Arky deals with Jame, and Buster needs to try and get out of there. They double swing him. Wonderful response out of sAw. Kicker left fighting for a round that he's got no business winning. And Outsiders fall short just like that. sAw are up onto 15, doing everything in their power to send us the distance in this series and to keep the major dream alive.
I thought it was done. I thought it was over. I thought there was no hope, but sAw have persevered, and there's one more round to go into that final map. Harry, where do you think it is? It's Inferno. It's a classic. It's one where you're going to be hard-pressed to take Outsiders down in 30 rounds, but even so, sAw have done what many thought undoable just by getting to this point. They got to close it, though. But I think with the momentum in their pocket, with the money maxed out, with the T side that we've been seeing out of Outsiders, it's been nothing like it. Nice wallbang from Buster, taking down Just, but Flit even ran through the mid-smoke, man. He was like 19, he was 18-3. He, I think, maybe had 19 kills on their CT side. He now has 21. He has done nothing in middle but die. And to be fair, he's often been left alone lurking. They haven't supported him. We haven't seen proper mid takes out of Outsiders on this T side with, you know, a conglomerate. It has just been Flit or Jame working it alone. So no surprises that Flit's been getting chewed up. They got a B pick. They're going to go back to that A site, though. All four players grouped up. You don't always see this for Outsiders. In fact, Roman doesn't like his odds. He's going to give it up. He will surely be spotting it still. No, he's going to completely gamble in this round. Maybe getting his info for his mid player, but he's got to consider this A timing. That smoke's fading soon, and Outsiders are going to have to go.
Flash maybe holds them back. Molly to follow, it's big. They're going to try go ahead of it. This is split the push up. Two players ahead of the Molly, one trap behind. Roman once again jiggling around default. A wonderful sight hole, buying so much time. The nade, the nade goes in, and it brings them both down so low. Roman looking to make this happen, looking to take us the distance, and there it is, from 2 to 8. They're able to turn that one around, and they win it out, now taking us the distance, now taking us to Inferno. My, oh my. There's no taking that away from sAw. You know, Outsiders might have had this phenomenal comeback in the first map, might have had a phenomenal comeback from 12-6 down on Dust 2. sAw one-up them here on Ancient.
Yeah, 8 rounds in a row at the start of their CT side just to get back from that 9-6 half. That was phenomenal for sAw. It never felt like...